Streaming live every other
Wednesday, my dude.
This is Chillcast.
Certified hood class.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Chillcast. This is a fun show. We like to have fun, we like to joke around, but we have to address the controversy at the beginning of the episode. Earlier this week, our co-host D-Dub said some regrettable things. We wanted to bring them up, just kind of air it out, bring the skeletons out of the closet. When D-Dub said that he eats children, he didn't mean it like that. D-Dub, do you want to elaborate a little bit what you meant when you said that you eat at least 14 babies a day? Do you want to elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, bro, I was talking about fucking semen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. See,
this
cancel culture is getting out of hand. He wasn't talking about actually eating a baby. He was talking about cum. Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh shit! No, if this is on the record,
Yeah,
I don't eat cum.
You don't. No, this will be on the record. We have to set it straight.
I don't want to be on the record. I don't like cummies. Don't give that to me. I don't want that.
It's yours. It's yours. There's no take back seats. No take back seats.
I'd rather be fucking. Who's that guy named Fish? I don't know. Fucking Tyler Creator made a song called Fish, and it's about a guy eating babies.
Oh, is that what Fish is about?
His name is like Robert Fish or something like that. I swear it is. But like,
is that the song that starts with the funny noise?
Nah. His name is Albert. His name is Albert. Oh yeah. It's that song.
Yeah, it is that song.
Yeah, fucking. There's a guy named Albert Fish, and apparently he was like eating like children.
Do you remember Phil Fish, who made Fez?
Nah.
And he did make Fez.
Wait a minute.
Too.
Fez?
Yeah, the Fez developer.
Everybody remembers Fez.
That was a good game, but the developer's a real cunt,
Oh, like all game developers? Apparently?
Yeah, well, this one, people said mean things to him on Twitter, so he's canceled Fez too.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like that.
I do too. I think it's pretty
I like
funny.
that a whole bunch, actually. Yeah, that's super good. The same thing happened with Gabe, and fucking everybody kept asking for fucking Half-Life, and he was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it now that everybody asks for it.
Did you see that video of him delivering the Steam Deck to people?
Man, that shit was planned, dude. Fucking that shit was like.
Of course, but like he's like memed as fuck. He was like, you can reach me at gaben@valvesoftware.com. Like he knows that he's memeing,
Oh, he literally looks like Jesus now. So like,
he looks like Santa Claus.
Yeah, he looks like somebody like you actually want to talk to instead of like a neckbeard.
No, I bet Gabe Newell's a very nice person.
I don't think that at all. I feel like him as a businessman, like he like screams a lot. Who knows?
That may or may not be
really
true.
A generous game developer. Come on, Zach, you live in a fantasy world.
I
think
think
also the same guy who's like on Steam every day telling people to put their game on sale. When they're like, nah, bro, this shit just came out, man. I don't want to do that, Gabe. And he's like, nah, do it for me.
I think he has like a power fantasy on his own Steam site, But I think IRL, that means in real life, I think he's just a big dweeb,
Do it for Daddy Gabe.
Gabe's games never go on sale, but everybody else's games does.
Gabe
He should make another. Should make another Steam browser, but it's just Gabe's Games.
Gabe's Games.
I like Gabe's Games. They should just rename Steam to Gabe's Games.
That's pretty good. It's just implied that he made all the games.
Yeah, that's what they should have called the Orange Box.
Game.
They should have called it Gabe's Games.
Ah, I love that shit. Do you think people even remember the Orange Box?
Yeah, dude, people remember the Orange Box.
I remember when that shit dropped on the PS2. Fucking
PS2?
Like,
no.
Yeah, that shit was on the PS2.
No, it wasn't. PS3.
I remember it.
I
remember that shit on the PS2.
No fucking way.
Unless it came out during like the same time it came out on the PS3.
No fucking. I'm looking this up. There's no fucking way.
Yeah. Look it up, man. You're gonna be like, God damn.
But welcome to Chillcast, guys. We didn't even say hello.
Oh, who?
I'm your Christian Zach Minyard.
Episode 84.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're almost there, guys.
We're almost. I'm almost there.
I think this year would be fucking episode 100.
It was not on PlayStation 2.
Oh shit! Yeah, I guess I'm fucking like losing
fucking idiot.
My mind. You know what?
This is why we're not on the record.
That makes more sense because like I don't think that Portal would have ran on the fucking PS2 anyway.
Yeah, and TF2 was online.
Oh shit! You're absolutely right. Yeah, I didn't even fucking think about that.
Silly goose.
Hey, you silly goose! Fucking come on, give me a kiss.
Anyway, welcome back to
my
Chillcast,
God.
everybody.
We weren't here last week because Zach had to touch something or something. I don't know. He never told me what he was doing, but like
I don't tell you
the
shit.
show was
I don't know
canceled
you
due
anything.
fair enough. But Zach canceled the show last week. But
I
you guys,
had company.
but you guys don't watch live anyway, so like we'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people are watching after it's posted, so,
Which is
like,
cool. Which is cool. You know, people
Yeah,
are
like-
busy. It's a weekday.
Yeah, fuck it. It's a Wednesday. You know what that means. So like if anything, I would hold it against you if you weren't fucking just watching it at all. But you guys are putting in the effort.
Yeah, as long as you're watching it, as long as you're donating to my bank account, I think that's fine.
Wait, how long have you been doing that? Because
Well,
I'm gonna need the royalties right now.
No, listen, I'm cutting out Patreon. I'm cutting out the middleman. I just put my routing number publicly, and people can just send money straight to my bank account.
So that's super bad because you know that like people can like ask you for money or send you a giant amount of money and then take it back and it will freeze your account.
No, they can't do that.
Oh, okay, all right.
I put there, do not do that. I wrote, if you do that, I'm going to cancel the
cry.
podcast. No, I'm going to cancel the podcast if anyone does that. So people have been nice. They haven't done it.
Pretty good.
I've made about $20,000, like roughly.
Oh.
Like just
can I
about.
have some of that?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
You gonna write that down for next year's tax?
No, this is not his tax break. He's
Yeah,
gonna be like,
this is non-taxable because I'm writing it off as a donation to a non-profit.
Donations count as taxes now. Have you not fucking seen Twitch as of late?
Is that true? No, but I'm counting Chillcast as a non-profit.
Oh.
Yeah, as like a charitable tax, you know.
All right, so like
we're getting away with a lot. There's a lot of red tape I had to go through. It's all legal in the sense that it's not ethical, but I won't go to jail.
Fucking deluxe edition is not a tax. Like fuck. Like you gotta put that.
You know what? I did not buy Elden Ring Deluxe Edition. What the fuck came with the deluxe? That didn't come with the base game.
It came with like a figure and like the soundtrack, I believe.
That's cool. Is it one of those broke ass figures? That, like,
all deluxe editions of any games has like a really bad figure. To be fair.
Yeah, I always remember the Assassin's Creed one that sucks and it like breaks really easy. Like the one that comes with every fucking one. It blows.
Oh shit, you're right. I just thought about that one. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I'm trying to.
I think about the Dragon Ball Fighters Deluxe Edition with the Super Saiyan Goku statue.
Yeah, I remember that.
That
was cool, but like, I don't know. It just I heard that it didn't look that good in person.
Really. Oh, okay.
Interesting. I remember.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything bad about it.
The last deluxe edition game I bought was the Guilty Gear Deluxe because it came with the DLC. It came with like season 1, and it came with something else too.
Yeah, I got like the fucking Heihachi Kazuya, mural. It's hard to explain. It's basically like a statue, but it's like really good.
Oh,
it's,
really?
Like, super huge. Yeah.
Oh shit. What's it called? Can I look that up?
Yeah, look up fucking Heihachi Kazuya fucking statue. Speaking of them, we might as well fucking go straight into it, huh? I'm fucking Tekken is getting a brand new media for us to watch.
Oh, this is sick.
And the funniest thing about Tekken media is that none of them are like remotely good.
No, they're all pretty bad.
And hopefully this one could be the good one.
So I don't know if you guys watched it, but they had the Japanese Game Developer Roundtable for the 3rd year, and when it was Namco's time to talk, they talked about that. That was their big reveal that they had, and
everybody thought it was gonna be DLC.
Well, it was in Japanese, but the English translator, one of them was Michael Murray, who makes Tekken with Harada. Fuck.
Fuck it, yeah, Heihachi's making the game.
Heihachi himself makes the game. That's how you know it's good. But he said that they, in the past, were not happy with the last couple of Tekken movies and TV shows and shit that came out because they really didn't have a hand in them. This time,
they know this time. That's
yeah, they know all this time. But apparently, Michael Murray himself had a lot to do with making this, and he's been running Tekken 7. So hopefully, that's a good sign that the lore is going to be correct and that it's actually going to be a good fucking thing.
So that being said, the show. The show is based upon Tekken 3 before the event.
Yeah, it's like it's pre Tekken 3. It's following Jin. You see Jun Kazama probably fucking dies, probably gets murked by a true ogre.
I do think we're gonna see like a whole like graphic scene of just Jun fucking just getting destroyed.
And that's fine. I like that.
I mean, that's what most animes.
I mean, that's the lore. I mean, like you can't. That's not even a spoiler. That's what happens.
Tekken has never like shown like brutal murder before.
Also, to be fair, I don't think they've ever straight up said that she died. I think at one point Harada said that she just disappeared, which I think is just a way for them to bring her back in a future game.
In one of the Tekken 3 intros, it shows Ogre holding fucking like
her head,
fucking like decapitated fucking head.
Yeah, apparently. I don't remember what the fuck Harada said. I don't know if he retconned it or something, but he was like, no, she's just disappeared. She just disappeared. I think he just wants to save face in case they want to put her in a game again.
Oh, shit.
But who knows? I guess this is going to give us a definitive answer.
Fuck, I mean, like, do you really? You could put fucking Zombie June in fucking a game if they really.
That's not canon, bro. It's not canon. They could put her in Tag 3 because it's a dream match.
They want to claim that Hiachi's dead. What we're gonna see, Robo fucking Hiachi or?
Also, to be fair, like Kazumi's dead technically, and you just hear in flashbacks, and that counts for the roster. So I guess you could do that. You could just show a flashback.
Very good point.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Yeah, she's dead technically. Not even technically. She is dead. She is dead.
Well, whenever you play arcade, fucking fucking Kazumi pops up.
Devil Kazumi.
She's like a fucking like relic or some shit like that. She's like, yeah, man, you're welcome to hell type shit.
Because she's the devil gene.
Yeah, she's the devil gene.
She's the one that gave the devil gene to Kazuya and everybody. Woo. Tekken's funny.
But as far as like games getting like an anime adaptation, fucking Yakuza, not Yakuza, fucking what's this? Shenmue. Shenmue's currently doing it right now. And
is that good? I really want to watch it.
Good.
It's on Toonami.
I would rather you watch it when it's done because like they're like so far into like the series right now. That,
okay, yeah.
Like, you're already behind. But as far as like video game adaptations and like, anime, fucking no, not fucking vice versa. Basically, this should go good. It was supposed to go good in the fucking beginning.
Well, like, I have a good feeling about this because Netflix is doing it, and Netflix's anime division, and also Netflix's video game division.
Netflix's anime division?
Sometimes it puts out hit. Look at Arcane.
Wait. What I'm getting at is they never get not sequels, but they never get like another season after like the first.
Arcane is.
Is that confirmed?
Yes.
Oh.
Arcane these nuts.
Yes, Arcane these nuts. Yes.
Are you crazy?
Yeah. And Scissor 7's getting a movie. It's already done season 3.
Oh shit.
See, they do stuff. They do good stuff.
Well, Imagine Dragons fucking made a song for Arcane that's really good, and that's the only reason I care about
I think Imagine Dragons and Riot just do a lot of stuff together because they made a song for League of Legends. Yeah, they made a song for League of Legends like way back.
Is that true?
Yes. Like the music video is like it's like a really dramatic telling of some kid like working his way up into like the big league tournament or something. It's fucking gay as hell.
That sounds hilarious.
Imagine dragging your mama by the hair.
All right, Sly. Obviously, you've been waiting to speak, man. How do you feel about Tekken anime adaptation?
It's pretty good.
What anime adaptations do you want to see in the future of other games?
Wait, what was that again?
What anime adaptations do you want to see of other games in the future?
I mean, I think King of Fighters would do pretty well.
No, it won't.
That would be cool.
There's too many like stories to branch.
No, they just focus on one. Just focus on like the
yeah, focus on Terry.
Focus on Terry's not King of Fighters. They have to focus on Kyo and Iori.
I mean, Fatal Fury had an anime which was cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was because of Terry. Fucking Terry is.
And you
that
saw
fucking
Mai.
game.
You saw Mai's big fucking titties flying around.
Oh fuck. That being said,
Bainchy.
I don't think anybody cares about fucking K though, or fucking Iori.
People like Iori.
No, nobody even picks them.
I
Fucking every
pick
time the
Iori.
games
I like
come out.
Iori. I like Iori.
Oh.
People
well,
like
do you
Iori.
You like doing the laugh?
I do. I think he's my favorite.
whoa,
I like
you're
him just
pretty
because he's
edgy.
such a big edgelord. He makes me laugh when he laughs.
He was literally made for the edge, and they have not like.
I think
toned
it's
that down
good.
at
I
all.
think it's really great though how edgy he is. But listen, you have Iori, and I can like love Iori, but then you have like K-Dash, and K-Dash is just edgy as fuck, and like has no personality, and I hate him, you know. But
So-
Iori is just so over the top that you can't not like him, you know.
Fair. I would like to assume that edgy characters that were made in yesteryear are just okay and like today's time. I mean, like think about Shadow for example. Like
Oh
fucking
my
he's-
god.
he's still around. Some people are like getting rid of their edgy characters because like they know they were made for the sake of being edgy.
I think edgy characters just had a time, you know.
Yeah,
You know, like you had the big time. You had the time of like the action movie, big buff guy, or like the time of like the nerdy anime protagonist, and now you had the time of the edgy character. And what's the character now? What's the time of this? What character is popular now?
The character now is like the fucking
Dorky
I would
person
say
who
like
draws.
I would say the K-popper.
the
The
K-popper.
fucking like the girl who's like hella inspired by like Japanese culture that she just like does Japanese shit. Fucking like Lucky Chloe's like one of those, right?
No, she's like she is a K-popper. Well, she's actually Japanese though.
Oh,
She's like a
that's
musician.
weird.
She's like a
okay,
Japanese
like
musician.
she's an idol.
Yeah, she's an idol.
Okay.
That's what she dances.
Oh.
Because that's what she does for a living. Ah.
People dance for a living.
Yeah, that she do.
Damn, man.
Speaking of doing things for a living, Elden Ring is taking over my life. It's
Oh, okay. I like that segue. That's pretty
yeah.
good.
Thank you. God damn, what a fucking good game.
Let's go ahead and I want to like talk about a couple of things with you guys. I'm not sure if both of you play Elden Ring, but like give me your opinion on this. Is rune farming frowned upon?
In my playthrough, it is. But it's mostly because I don't feel like I need to rune farm. If I like need runes or want to level, I'll just go somewhere I haven't been and play through it, and that would get me runes. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about people who are like looking up rune farming videos.
No, I know,
and,
I know
looking
that. Like, I guess you can play the game how you want, but like that seems like a really boring way to play the game. You know?
Okay, so that being said, how do you feel about the guys who are like, oh, Elden Ring is fucking easy, and it's like the guys who are like level 90 before they hit the first boss?
No, that shit's so fun. Elden Ring is so weird. Because you have people like that who are like, they use magic, and not to say magic's OP, but they use that fucking like Kamehameha wave shit that melts
So like, there's
bosses.
a bunch of so at this point in time, magic, I wouldn't say magic's OP because it takes a while to fucking do it.
Yeah.
And if an enemy is rushing you, you can still fucking die.
Yeah.
Like it's like
It's like a
big
glass
toss-up.
cannon kind of thing. Like,
Literally.
yeah, like
Literally.
you have no,
So-
you just hit really hard, but if you get hit, you're gonna die.
Yeah, so
But
like
you
it's
have
a
range.
big toss up, really big toss up. But as far as like gatekeeping this game, I think the appeal is that you get your ass beat and fucking like it's
That's
like a
the
humbling
point.
experience.
That's the point of the game.
That's literally the point of the game. And people who are like fucking like, hey, fucking let me invade your world so I can drop fucking like 40,000 runes for you so you can just like easily level up so you can
See, that's not
play
fun.
the game.
That's not fun.
I'm like, where is the fucking like? How will you be able to experience what everybody's like raging over if you're fucking just like tapping them on the fucking head and like they just die? Like I don't understand.
Like,
hey man, I just wanna get the electric rolling spell.
Oh,
with
and
my
be
friends
Sonic the
and just
Hedgehog.
and just steamroll
Electric rolling?
bosses.
yeah, you haven't
Yeah.
seen that. There's like
I have
some.
not seen that.
There's I don't know if
People
it's
are
a
Blanca?
yeah or like Sonic, like you do the Sonic roll.
I'm thinking more of Blanca when you say electric roll.
I mean, it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
but when he does it, it looks more like Sonic.
Yeah, he
He's
like
just
rolls
rolling
on the
constantly.
ground.
Where do you think Blanca got it from?
Okay. It's semantics.
Got it
The
from
point
Sonic.
is, there's a funny video of a man griefing people by doing the Sonic roll, and his character's blue
shit.
and named Sonic, and he just
like
rolls
that.
at him and kills
I
him.
like that a whole bunch actually. That's
I
pretty
do
good.
too. So all I've seen about Elden Ring, well, at first it was a bunch of praise. It was like, this is the greatest game of all fucking time, and I'm inclined to agree. I haven't beat it yet, mostly just because there's so much shit to do, and I get so distracted just doing shit.
We also got jobs.
And we also have jobs. I've been busy the past couple weeks. But anytime I get to sit down and play it, like that's what I do for like a couple hours straight, just to like grind in it. And then like you get to a boss, and that takes like another fucking hour or two just to get it down. But it's like a fantastic fucking game. But on the other side, I've seen nothing but people complaining, the game's too hard. It's too hard. The game's too hard. And it's funny because you come in here and you're like, oh, there are people who are just like busting this shit wide open, making it easy as hell. They're ruined farming. They're finding all the OP shit. At least, and it's funny because then there are other people like, oh my god, the game's so fucking hard. What kind of this is a bad game because they put like the hardest boss as the first thing you see when you walk outside. That's bad game design. I was like, you guys don't get the point of the game, obviously.
So like, there's a bunch of people who like went a completely opposite direction of like the main path, and like that's why I like the game so much because like, it has like that Zelda factor of like,
right? It's so cool.
You could go straight to Ganon if you fucking want.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, just get good at the game. Like you just like fucking.
It's so there's so much freedom. I love this game because it doesn't tell me what to do, and it lets me go and do it myself. So every time I find something or every time I go do something, I did it, and then I feel cool. I feel like I'm on an adventure. I feel like I made the decision to go out, or I found something cool, or I beat this boss on my own with no one telling me. Like sometimes I talk to an NPC, but even when you talk to an NPC, it's pretty cryptic most of the time.
I'm not sure if we talked about it before, but fucking like this game has like broken their fucking like threshold of like how much to fucking get like sales on.
Oh my god, yeah, it's so popular. It's like breaking Steam records left and right.
Yes, it fucking broke their fucking initial goal. It's got 10 million copies sold, little to no promotion. And it's like a really good game. So as far as like all of that is concerned, I would like to assume that we'll probably never get a game like this for like the next 5 years.
No, this is like a once in a lifetime kind of game, But even then, what's even funnier?
I don't even think that's true because like fucking Breath of the Wild is like what 6 years before this, and like that was like
but I mean like these are. I mean Breath of the Wild. I mean more like breath of fresh air, like.
Damn, bro, you spitting.
That game is still being ripped off to this day because of all the big ideas it had on an open world game. And this game, Elden Ring, is gonna get ripped off like no fucking doubt.
It took that to the fucking like next level. And
yeah, it took like all the ideas. It took all the ideas that Zelda had and helped it.
We're literally gonna see anime Elden Ring by like the end of this year or early next year.
Well, like a Genshin Impact kind of ripoff of Elden Ring.
Exactly
oh
like
God.
that.
God, it's gonna suck, and they're gonna suck because they don't get it. All the Breath of the Wild clones don't get it.
People don't think Genshin Impact like fucking sucks, and like that shit is like making like major sales right now.
Bro,
but like that's some like
sucks.
in-game fucking like that's from in-game currency. And
bro, that
shit
shit sucks. That game sucks ass.
I never played it. I was just, like one of my fucking I ain't gonna say anime friends, but like my friend who watches anime nonstop. He likes it, but that's because of the gacha factor. He just likes like little girls.
Don't say that.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't know why I said that. What I was gonna say was, he likes pretty little anime women, and
there you go.
When that game came out, he was like, "Yeah, man, I get to like buy my own women. Man, this is like super good."
What a great game! I mean, that's the market. That's the market for that game.
So there's this guy that I work with. He's pretty into anime, and I never knew that there was a subsection of like anime women enjoyers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I know.
Pretty
What you're
good.
saying.
This guy is into anime girls with guns specifically.
That's so cool. I love that.
Oh, so like fucking like Black Lagoon type shit, or
So, yeah, sort of, like I guess, but like
Is she
they're
like the
sort of they're
prettier
like
ones, or like
idols.
the-
They're like
okay.
idols. Yeah, literally idols with guns.
That's
Oh,
that's
that's
a vibe. I feel that.
I don't get that at all. Actually.
You don't get. It's pretty sick.
Oh, man, that's pretty epic.
And so he's a big Genshin Impact enjoyer.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Are there guns in Genshin Impact? I don't.
Yeah.
There are like a bunch of different characters you can play as,
There's
right?
guns in Genshin Impact. A lot
See,
more.
I haven't
than
seen
gun.
a single thing about Genshin Impact.
I've
That game is
seen-
completely over my head.
I've seen a couple of videos from creators I like talking about it, and they're just like,
No,
I
I thought the
put.
game. Go ahead.
Oh, they're like, I just put so many hours in this, and it's just like a grind fest. Like the whole fucking game is made to keep buying shit, to keep playing the game, but there's never like a goal, like that's worthwhile, you know? Like
Well, I thought
it's
the
not like a
game-
proper game. It's just like buying shit. It's a gotcha
Exactly.
thing.
The only aspect to it is getting something like a rare character or something good.
Yeah, and that's
literally it.
another really awesome thing about Breath of the Wild, about Elden Ring,
Ring.
is that it's a finished game on day one. When's the last fucking time you've had a finished game on day one with no DLC to finish it off later, no microtransaction, just the whole goddamn game right from the get-go, and you can play
This
it.
is the first game I've seen people like hope for DLC.
I would
And,
love
like,
some
that-
DLC, but like
that
the
is
game's
super
done. It's
hilarious.
finished, you know?
Yeah.
Like every fucking Ubisoft game now has like 18 microtransactions of like just ways to skip parts of the game that are boring and they know are boring,
Game did
so they
not have a
made
deluxe
microtransactions.
edition. Therefore, I don't think like there's any DLC in the future at all. Honestly.
And I'm fine if there's no DLC in the future because this is a big, gigantic game. It's definitely worth $60. Like, when's the last
this
time
is
you
a
played a
$60
game
game
that
for
felt
sure.
like it was worth $60?
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I would say Guilty Gear felt like it was just because I've poured so much time into it.
Hey, fighting games are not worth $60 anymore to me.
Yeah, most of the time they're not. They're pretty much not. Just the nature of a fighting game.
Yeah, I kind of felt that way like about KOF. I'm like, I don't think KOF should be like a full $60 game.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I will support it.
Yeah, it's like $60, and then you have to get the DLC too. So like, it ends up being like maybe at the end of the lifespan like $200, and then like no single player anything. It's all multiplayer.
Yeah.
So I mean, this game like Elden Ring, it feels like it's $60. Like it feels like it's like $200 on its own. There's just so much shit to fucking do. You can replay it with a whole different class and have an entirely different experience. It's a cool game, but it's just so interesting to see all the people. They're like, oh man, you have to put an easy mode because this is bad game design. And it's so weird because like this isn't From Software's first game, you know, like there's been like 5 games with the same philosophy beforehand.
I feel like this one just kind of worked so well, you know.
Yeah, I think it works so well just
I-
because they've done it so many times.
I'm gonna be honest, I really haven't seen much footage, but I mean, Adrian, like my roommate, just bought a copy, and when he gets back, I'm probably gonna watch him play some.
I saw Adrian
you-
yesterday.
Are you against playing the game yourself?
No, it's not that I'm against playing it. It's just that I haven't played a single like Souls game at all.
This is
That's a
this
great
is
thing,
kind
though.
of
Like,
this
you-
is kind of
you-
my
you don't
first
have
Souls
to.
game.
You don't have to play any Souls game in order to play this one. That's like the glory of it.
Yeah, I like have Bloodborne, and I played all right amount of it. I didn't get very far at all, but it just didn't stick with me. You know, I was just like, it's cool. I see why people like it, but it's not for me. And I don't know why, but I wanted to play Elden Ring, and it just clicked. I don't even know. I think just the adventuring part really clicked. Like the combat's really cool, and I love the combat, and it's been refined so much after like 5 Soulsborne games, so that it just
Soulsborne.
works. Yeah, you know what I mean.
So my question to you is,
What? What's your question?
how do we like go from here?
I have no
do they-
fucking clue. I
Well,
have
like
no fucking
fucking like
idea.
what's the next, like, because open world games, like the best idea any like open world game can have as of right now will probably have to be fucking an open world game where you can actually enter every fucking like building, and that's probably just gonna like and like that's just a stretch on its own. Because
I think the big thing about Elden Ring and Breath of the Wild that open world games don't get is that it's open world, but it's a designed world. Like,
you need something to do.
Yeah, like anytime I'm going anywhere in Elden Ring and I stumble into something, it's like a fully fleshed out dungeon. It's like a big area with a cool gimmick, unique enemies, new things to do,
A lot of people like to argue
new things
that those
to
are,
find.
like, copy and paste it, but like
No, I don't think they're copy and pasted nearly as much. Like, I think I'll see like the same kind of enemy maybe like 3 times, 4 times, and even when I do, they have like different gimmicks to them.
Exactly.
And I think that's fun just for like the size of the game, because then you look at all the unique bosses and mini bosses, and it's insane how much like unique shit there is in the game, on top of like all the unique items you can get. But they're all designed like they didn't just because like you play fucking Grand Theft Auto 5, like that's a decade old game, but people rip it off constantly. People rip it off constantly because it's like one of the best selling games of all time, and it kind of made this open world experience. There's nothing to do in it. It's just a big city. There's nothing to fucking do in it.
Well, that's always been the case with Grand Theft Auto games, though.
Yeah, but everyone copies that, and so you're playing fucking Assassin's Creed, and there's nothing to do in it. You're playing Horizon Zero, and there's nothing to fucking do in it. You're playing
So I always thought that
you're playing Days Gone. You're playing all this shit. There's nothing to do in those because they just make a big world, and they put enemies, random scattered sprinkle saw enemies and shit. But it's not a level. It feels like I'm playing a giant thought out world. Like they're like, oh, when you get to this point, you're gonna do this. I think it has a benefit, Elden Ring, because in Breath of the Wild you can kind of climb and go anywhere you want, but there are times in Elden Ring where it funnels you to a specific place if you want to get to the next area, and so that's like a thought out level, and it like tests your ability, so you have to be a certain level to get through it, so it like has a way of working the difficulty out. It's pretty smart. This must have took them a long fucking time to think out, but everyone's complaining that it's too hard.
I wouldn't say so. Like, you can easily cheese the game. Like,
no, yeah, I think
like,
the big reason I feel like everyone's complaining it's too hard is because it's so popular that a bunch of new people are coming in,
so
and they have no experience. They have no experience.
There's a bunch of people who are driving into the hype who have never played a game like this, and they're like, how are people enjoying this? Because I can't fucking get my little baby feet through the fucking first boss. And,
oh my god! You know what's so funny is every time I've been watching a lot of these videos of people complaining about the difficulty, just because I want to see like why, you know, because it's a hard game. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking hard. It's a brutal game, but it's fair. It feels very fair. Like I love this. Like it's not hack and slash, but it's kind of hack and slash. Because those are the kinds of games I love playing, like Bayonetta and Kingdom Hearts and shit. So this is like really fun to me, but there's definitely a lot of bosses in fucking like Kingdom Hearts and shit that feel cheesy. This one always feels fair. I never feel like the game fucked me over. I feel like I did something wrong, and I learned from that, and that's good game design, you know. But so I'm like, what the fuck do these people complain about? And every time I watch someone, they're like, so I fought this boss, Radon, and I was like, oh, okay, they're fighting Radon, which I think most people say is the hardest boss in the game. I haven't beaten the game yet. Have you fought Radon yet, D-Dub?
Nah. Well, I gotta search him up because like
he's the guy in he's the big red guy on the horse.
Oh, wait.
You know what I'm talking about?
You took the tree signal?
No. He's like he's one of the demigods.
Oh.
He's in like the rot part, the red scarlet rot part.
Oh wait, is he like the meteor guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's like everybody's like fucking boss that like everybody like has a problem with.
Yeah, but every time every time someone like is complaining about the difficulty of the game, they bring up that boss, and I'm like, well, that boss is very hard. And he's also optional. You don't even have to beat him. But like he's so fair. Like every move he does is telegraphed as shit. Like they're so slow. You have plenty of time to heal or run, but he hits like a truck no matter what fucking level you are. But it's so fair. Like some people are like, "Oh my god, it's bullshit. I don't know what the first he's shooting stuff at you. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do?" It's like, "Oh my god, you just run to him, dude. That's how the fight starts." It's just funny to see people complain
I think
about
you can
shit.
like revive a bunch of fucking like spirits too.
Yeah, you can revive like 10 people to help you out if you want.
So that being said, well, the main thing that I've noticed that like people are like saying that is hard is like predicting fucking like the next move from like certain fucking enemies, because like the delay before an attack is like the biggest bitch of the game, and I think that's like pretty funny.
I know, like
that.
it's so funny because people, and it got me like all the fucking time. I think Margit is like the first boss where it teaches you that.
Like fuck you, because he's
Yeah,
like,
he makes you
let
learn.
me hold back my attack before I fucking hit you.
Margit really is like the barrier to entry because he does all the shit like that. He does like the big attacks. He has so many phases, and then he does the big hold moves that fake you out. And you have to get used to that shit because every boss in the game is going to have that.
Super good.
It's so good. But people are getting so pissed at it. And I feel like most of the people getting pissed at it just don't understand what kind of game this is.
So like, how do you feel about people saying that you had to play a Souls game in order to play this?
That's not true.
Alright.
I think this is a great place to get in. Just because there's so many ways to play it. Like, you don't have to do the big sword run. You know, you could be a magic guy, you could be a priest, or you can be a ranged thing. Like, there are so many different ways to play. And
play the wretch, and I had like everybody's saying like fucking like that's the biggest advantage, at least because like all your stats are like just like evened out.
Yeah.
You just don't start off with anything, and like that's like probably the fucking hardest part.
Yeah, you just get a club, but then you can start like fighting small people and get small accoutrements here and there.
Yes.
If you want, or if you want, you can go fight Tree Sentinel, like from the very get-go. Which is cool. That's such a cool thing. It lets you do that.
Really now.
Yeah, you can go fight like the biggest fucking boss in the whole game if you want, or you can just like wander around. There's like whole parts of the map you don't have to go to. Like, there's no story position for you to go there, but you can. And there's like plenty of shit to do there, and there's plenty of great items you can get. Yeah, it's so awesome, and people don't get that. Like, I saw this guy complaining on this podcast about accessibility, and apparently he's like partial blind, and he was talking about this game isn't accessible to people with handicaps, and I'm like, okay, that's a fair argument. It may or may not be true.
I didn't even expect that argument to even be made. I mean, shit.
I know, it's such a weird argument to even have, but I was like, okay, well, let's hear him out. And the first thing he says is that you walk out and there's a boss, like, immediately. He's like, that's not fair. I'm like, okay, that has nothing to do with accessibility.
Oh, well, now you don't even want to hear him out.
Yeah, and the next thing he says is like, and it doesn't tell me where to go. I don't know what to do. I'm like, oh my god, dude. It's like, that's the point. That's the point of the game.
So that's like what most like IGN reviewers like fucking.
Yeah, that was like a journalist review if I've ever fucking seen. Of course he had like the comments turned off.
That's pretty good.
I know. It's like you can't hide behind accessibility, man. You just aren't good at the game, and you don't understand the game. And some people are like, oh man, the Souls people just saying get good is such a bro mentality. It's like, no, some people are like that. Don't get me fucking wrong. There are plenty of people like that. People are like, oh, you can't use this weapon, or you can't use this magic. It's too OP in PvP. Don't fucking do it, man. But there are some people that just don't get the game, and they're just like, well, this game should have an easy mode. This game should tell me everything I need to do. This game should have quest dialogue options on the menu and shit, like so much shit like that. And I was like, no, that's not what they want to do. They obviously are doing fine. They made like $1 billion.
Billion?
They made like $1 trillion. The one video I saw, they're like, why would someone make a game that's hard and not accessible to people? Don't they want to make money? Don't they want to sell copies? And it's like breaking records left and right.
Isn't that Mario?
What?
So like fucking, you remember how like the 80s and 90s games were like fucking hard as shit?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
tell you where to do
Yeah, they're like
segments
quarter
and games.
dropping games. Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking those games are just like there.
Yeah,
know
like
what?
the really hard, like bullet hell games that you put all your money into.
Yes.
Yeah. This game
I was
reminds me a
referring to,
lot
like,
of those
Castlevania,
old
where,
fucking
like, you had to,
games.
like, you had to sit down in an area in order for like a tornado to take you and shit.
No, there's so much weird cryptic shit in Elden Ring. It totally reminds me of that. Apparently, some walls, like, you just gotta wail on them for 15
Oh my God,
minutes.
I've been talking about this for a while.
That's so crazy. Someone
so my
fucking
friend-
found that out.
So, like, nobody knew that there was illusionary walls until like somebody was bored one day and just started hitting one for fucking like 50 minutes or some shit.
Yeah, you have to
And
beat
I was
you have to beat the shit out of it forever. Like, the only videos I've seen of it are like time lapsed. That's how long you have to hit this fucking wall. Like, who would have ever thought that?
Nobody like for like a maniac to like attempt that shit.
Yeah, like, do you know
It's
the
like-
paranoia you must feel now that, like, maybe this guy's not lying. Maybe this wall will break if I hit it for an hour straight. And then you just waste all your time hitting a wall like an idiot. That's awesome. That's so fucking cool.
Everyone that you probably seen in this game to this point is probably the illusionary wall.
Yeah, it's this game is so cool. It's so cryptic. It feels like you're on an adventure. Like you know,
I don't even
whenever
think that all
you
this
watch
shit will
a
be revealed by like the next 10 years. I feel like people will still be finding shit about this game.
oh my god, yeah, like oh my god, like
'Cause-
it surprises me that people beat the game. You know, it feels like you must have just ran through so much shit. Like you probably haven't seen. I don't think anyone's seen everything.
the
in
data
game.
miners can't be fucking find shit on it. Like,
No,
in the game. Like,
It's incredible.
but
And like, well, they're gonna
that
make a
being
book
said-
one day about it with like all the
Yes,
strats and
but
shit.
yeah, man.
It's gonna be like the Bible. It's gonna be huge.
Elden Ring's yeah, I'll buy that. That's pretty.
I
good.
would buy
That's
that.
pretty-
Yeah, just to see all the crazy shit in there.
Fuck. What was I about to say?
You're about to
fucking-
say how much you want to go wrap rocks with copper wire and throw them at power lines.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds
Is
fun.
that a thing? that
Have you
people
seen
do?
that video that someone did that and it like exploded?
Oh no, I don't. I want to start hearing explosions around my city because everybody like thinks that shit's viral.
All right, YouTube
Um,
disclaimer: don't throw rocks with copper at wires. Don't do that. YouTube disclaimer:
don't.
don't ban this.
One more last thing about Elden Ring.
Mhm.
Data miners have figured out a way to like grief people super hard.
Oh,
have you seen
really?
have you seen the Thanos snap?
No, I haven't.
Well, let me explain it to you. A PC player can fucking basically invade your game, and he has an animation that he plays. He does the snap emote.
Yeah.
And fucking basically, you go into a void and then you die, and when you respawn back, you're still in the void and you just keep dying. And basically, you have to change your save. Like, you can't fucking like open a map or anything.
Dude, that's so shitty.
So I was like,
That
that's
I
pretty
would
good.
feel.
Yeah.
I would be pissed if that happened to me. Like 70 hours down the drain.
Yeah, 70 hours.
Don't
and
even
then-
know the last time you saved.
The game auto saves,
Yeah, it does
Oh,
autosave.
yeah.
Which
but
is
it still
nice.
doesn't like help the fact that like you could be fucked at like any moment of time.
Yeah, like someone just has to invade. Well, I mean, you could play offline, I guess, but that's not fun.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, there's no fun in that.
I like seeing people's fucking like, fucking what's those little illusions, little ghost things, fucking die. You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, that's good.
I love reading the messages. Sometimes they're pretty good ones.
Oh, fingers, butthole.
Yep,
Fingers butthole.
George R.R. Martin wrote every single one of them. Did you know that? That was his contribution.
George R.R. Martin was highly limited in what the fuck he could put in this game. That's why I'm assuming that there's not like like a big ratio of fucking dicks and vaginas in it.
No, I think George R.R. Martin just did the world building, like the deep lore.
No, I wanted to see fucking like some titties, and like I didn't get that.
I know. FromSoft is a prudish company. Everyone has to be wearing 18 things of armor. Oh, no. Did you see fucking Faye, the bedmaid companion? She has like panties, like in game.
Yeah. I think you can wear them.
No, that's a mod.
Oh, in that case, never mind.
Because once they found them, the data miners found it in the first place, but you can see them if you clip the camera right. But they just made it an item through mods.
Well, that's nice.
I guess, but like, why the fuck did they do that?
It's made by the Japanese.
Is it just like every Souls game that it's just like giant dudes in armor and then just like pretty ladies?
There is no ugly women in any fucking like From Software game. Fact.
That can't be true, right?
Nah. I mean, Finger Lady, like she's hot. Man.
No, what about the Finger Lady? Oh, the the Finger Maiden.
Yeah, like show me your hands.
No, shut up. That's not true. Have you been to that village of just women singing?
Oh, like they're dancing in place.
Yeah,
they all attack you.
You know, they're not lookers. You know.
Damn. So like, who knew that you were a who knew that you was a person to judge? I mean,
I'm shallow as fuck. You know, what can I say?
Yeah, well, we all knew that. This is Chillcast.
Shallow. Yep, that's me. Sorry, guys.
Shit, we talked about Elden Ring for 30 minutes, so we're.
I felt like we would.
I think that's pretty good. Anything? Shit, what's been going on in the non-video game world? Has anything epic happened?
No, nothing epic has happened. It's epic lists out there, you know. Video games are our only escape now from the dripless world.
As soon as Ukraine invaded, fucking Elden Ring came out. It's like America was kind of like busy.
That's how they're keeping us sedated. Our minds, the info war.
It worked.
It did work. Good job, Japan. Japan's working hand in hand. From Software is working hand in hand with Russia.
You know what? I got 15 minutes. I could probably mention this. Are you aware of a Disney movie called Turning Red?
Yes. Isn't it Pixar? Disney Pixar?
Yes, Disney Pixar.
I have heard good things about it. Oh, was it good?
So let me tell you about all the bad things about it. Old heads hate this movie. And
no, I've been seeing that.
Well, and let me tell you why.
Why?
They don't think that Pixar movies should be talking about puberty.
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
And their concept of like why is because like, oh, it's a Pixar movie. I'm supposed to be able to like put my children in front of this fucking TV and just go away and not worry about them fucking being brainwashed. And I'm like, oh,
brainwashed by the liberal media.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, man. Why is this movie teaching my son about periods? I don't
because
like that.
Most parents won't do it.
That is true. That's fucking true. Does it actually talk about periods?
Yes.
Like, does it say period?
Or
is it just like heavily implied?
They're like, hey, has like fucking Aunt Mary fucking Red visited today? Yeah, like fucking.
Is it like? Is it just like a one-off kind of line, or is it like a plot point?
No, like fucking like the mom like comes in like the bathroom with like a bunch of tampons and fucking like shit. And like says like, hey, like I got one for fucking low flow, high flow, and shit like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And fucking like parents was like super pissed.
Bro, I mean like that's life though.
They don't want their kids watching that.
Yeah, their kids gonna have to go through that one day.
Yeah, but they don't want their kids learning about it now. Well,
I feel like
part.
First of all, it's the parents' fucking job to like read the ratings for movies and shit before they like show their kids shit.
There's a reason this movie isn't in theaters. It's because of this shit. And fucking like apparently can't be on streaming either because
that's probably not the reason it's in theaters. It's probably because theaters don't make money anymore. But especially animated stuff. No, that's been a debate for a little bit.
Ever since COVID fucking hit, apparently like fucking theaters have been like booming 2 times as more.
They have, but there have been a litany of movies that are choosing to go streaming only, and then a litany of movies that are choosing to go theater only. I think it just depends on who's financing it, and I think Disney just wants to push Disney Plus, and they're putting movies on there.
Do you think Spider-Man would have made the exact same amount of money if it was just on streaming?
No.
All I gotta say is that if you have a movie coming out on Hulu, and only on Hulu, then fuck you.
Yeah, I think that you're definitely going to make more money in the theaters. I think we saw that with Mulan when it didn't even make back its budget, much less any profit. So I think Disney understands that. I think they put movies they don't think are going to be popular, which sadly is animated movies. Like, even though that's probably not true, that's just what Disney fucking thinks. Disney thinks if it's not Marvel, that it's not going to make money.
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, go on. That was a tangent.
So yeah, like Turning Red, basically, the title is obviously like a pseudonym. But basically, there's this girl who hits puberty at 14 and she turns into like a red panda because it's part of her bloodline.
Awesome, because she's Asian.
All of it is like is an allegory for fucking like being on your period and whatnot.
So is it just her that turns into a panda, or do all Asians turn into pandas?
I'm not answering that.
Well, they don't bring that up in the movie.
Nah, like it's just their family bloodline.
Okay.
But anyway, another thing that parents are not liking about the movie is that and here's where the brainwashing comes in. At the end of the movie, it is basically implied that, hey, maybe you don't have to listen to your parents about everything. You can actually be your own person.
Oh, wow, what a radical idea.
And parents don't like that like what was even brought up. Because the daughter wanted to go to concerts and shit, and like fucking like K-pop and shit like that, and her mother was like super strict. And it was like,
that
no,
shit's
like,
gay. No.
Yeah, and fucking like, and at the end of the movie, the daughter is like, no, mom, fucking, I've been lying to you this entire time. I want to do all of this shit, and you don't let me. And the mom, usually like, most Disney movies, like, wow, I never understood that, like, you're your own person. No, the mom is just not fucking with it at all. She's like, no, you're gonna listen to me. I'm your mom. You're fucking 14. Listen to me. And she's like, you know what? No. And fucking like, and the movie ends. The movie ends, and it's like super good. I thought that was like a super good fucking moral for like kids, because it's a lot of kids don't realize that like their parents are full of shit. So like,
no, I feel like that's a great message. And it's obviously not gonna be a message that goes for everyone, but there are plenty of shitty parents, and I think it's important that you question a couple of things that your authority figures say to you, be it your parents or people in charge of you or your boss or something. Yeah, you shouldn't be a mindless puppet to anything anyone says, sure. Yeah, I don't think that's a radical idea. Maybe I think it's a double-edged sword, because it's like, okay, a 14-year-old probably should listen to their parents about a couple of things, yeah. But also, why are you letting a Disney movie teach your children? Why don't you teach your own fucking children? God
there
damn
you
it.
go.
It's a movie. It's not supposed to be a textbook. It's not supposed to be a curriculum. It's a movie. It's for entertainment.
That's the one thing that pisses me off, is that, like, how are you gonna, like, again, how are you gonna show your kid or get mad at a movie that teaches your kids more than probably the actual parents teach them?
Yeah,
I
like,
want to see the parents that are like talking to their kids after the movie's like, hey, so everything you just learned from this movie, yeah, don't listen to that. I'm your fucking master. Like,
what kind of weird, like, dystopian ass bullshit is just like, don't listen to anything anyone tells you but me? Like, that's not even a good parent. Like, as a parent, you should teach your child to make good decisions. You shouldn't teach your child to make your decisions. You should give them the tools that they need.
Teach them to be a good fucking person. That's
if you're being defied by your child, then that was probably your fault. More than likely, right?
So besides the liberal agenda in Turning Red and the Hillary Clinton cameo at the end, is it a good movie? Is it worth my time watching as a 24-year-old man?
I think you, as a 24-year-old man, will like the whole moral of the movie in general for you to watch it. The animation is really good. I'm not sure if you've seen like promos and shit like that.
I have. I thought it did look really good. Some people are unfairly comparing it to the Grubhub ad, which is very unfair. I do not think it's.
There is a lot of people just like calling it Cal Art style. Which
I don't even think that's fair. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's close enough. I see where they're getting at, but I think it's really, really good 3D animation. I think it's just a stylistic choice.
Yeah. But the game is the movie's super good. If their argument could be made that it's only just for girls because it's about like girl shit.
Yeah.
But no, like the moral in general is like super good. So I think you'll enjoy it. I'd say watch it with like a female companion and both of y'all will like, and then more likely you'll have a discussion over it because like that's what like I did.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
who did you watch it with? Your mom?
Nah.
She was like, you better listen to everything I fucking say.
Yeah, fucking 24-year. Yeah, man, fucking. Hey, so this movie's wrong, by the way. You should still listen to me, son. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right, all right then. But yeah, I think you'll enjoy this movie.
I've been seeing people, who have seen it on Twitter and stuff. They're like, I didn't want to see it because the ads make it look cringe, and the ads do make it look cringe. But apparently, the ads are not fair to it.
It's not.
Because, like, all I see are, like, her cringy fucking friend group just being, like, LOLXD random. But apparently...
Oh, I can tell you right now, that's not the movie.
Apparently that's not the movie. Apparently they really did
like,
the movie dirty. Yeah.
There's actually edited ads from, like, what the fuck, like, is actually in the movie. Like, the fucking mom actually brings out a tampon in class. And, like, they cut that part out in the commercials.
That's hilarious.
Like,
that sounds great. I want to see that movie.
There you go.
This sounds like a fucking Nancy Drew movie. Didn't Nancy Drew get periods or something?
Yeah, Nancy Drew.
I don't know. That's why girls like those movies.
What's your
so
opinion
much.
on Turning Red?
Oh yeah, you saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, it was pretty decent. Obviously it wasn't catered towards me, but I mean I can learn to appreciate a good film that teaches good morals.
Did you watch it with your significant other?
Yeah, I watched it with Adrian, yes.
Does she have a different opinion?
Did you watch it with Tristan?
Did I have a different opinion?
No, did the person you was watching it with have a different opinion?
No, we all thought it was a great movie. For what it was, like.
Did girl in the group say, I'm glad they talked about tampons and periods? That's the only thing I can relate to as a female.
Damn.
Yes, only that. No, she actually liked it a lot, especially with how, like, she thought it portrayed how it was growing up with, like, a group of friends as a kid, like, as a female kid. Like, I don't know. She just liked the small little stuff like that because it actually made her feel like the same kind of stuff that she felt as a kid.
Yeah. Have you been seeing those cringe people on Twitter? They're just like, the polyamorous group of the day is the group from Turning Red. They're in a poly relationship. It's like, they're children and they're in friends. They're called friends.
There you go.
It's called friends. Some people on Twitter are fucking wild, dude. They say shit like that. It's like, do you know what a friend is?
Concept. On Twitter, I always see like the weirdest fucking hot takes, and it makes me laugh every time. But I think yesterday, and I probably even should be talking about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Yesterday, I saw a tweet on Twitter that got like 50K retweets, and the tweet was literally just saying, "If you like lolly porn, you're a pedophile," and I was like. Oh, I was like, what a strong fucking like opinion to like have, but like for everybody to like retweet that like very I'm gonna say is how do I put this?
You're on thin ice.
It's not opinionated at all, but as far as like the right thing to say, obviously saying shit like that on fucking the internet is it's
gonna start a fight.
Of course, like fucking, it's like saying like, "Hey, rape is bad," and you get like fucking like 50 fucking retweets.
Yeah, like no shit.
Yeah,
like fucking, you're obviously start trying to start some fucking shit, you know.
That's exactly.
Or you're trying to exactly what's the fucking word? What's the fucking word? What's the word? Fuck, I can't think of the word. What's the word when you just say thing? Will you just say thing and get retweet? Or you say popular thing like racism bad and people are like, oh my god, what a great person.
Is there a word for that?
Yes. Fuck. Fuck, I can't think of the fucking word. We're not leaving until I think of the word.
I'm drawing blanks here.
Shooting blanks.
I'm shooting blanks, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's not pandering. I don't know.
Close. It's close.
It's very close. It's very close. But there's a specific word for just like saying thing like that just to get Politicians do it a lot, or people in the media, or people who peddle movies. They just say thing popular or say thing bad.
Fuck, the word's coming to me now. Wait a
You know
minute.
what I'm talking about, right?
Fuck. So it's like another variation of the word pandering.
Yeah, it's like specific to this.
Fuck, is it gaslighting?
No.
Ah, fuck.
I
man,
was thinking of gaslighting.
Shit. Thesaurus.com.
It's very easy to gaslight Twitter, though.
Oh yeah, it's very easy. You can.
Yeah.
Did you see? I saw this tweet going around. Where it was like a K-pop stand, and it was like so and so's curly hair, and it was like a Asian woman with straight hair. It was like, and so much like K-pop stands just wake up and lie.
But yeah, like fucking seeing tweets like that, where it's like fucking, hey, bad thing is bad. I'm like, yeah, but fucking like. Don't you think like the murderers who fucking know that murder is bad, fucking like, don't you think they know that before they like do it? Like I don't understand.
Grass tastes bad.
That's not a good example of that.
No, that was the classic line from Rick and Morty.
Oh,
I thought you were a cartoon reviewer, dude.
I used to be.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Pandering, god damn it! What's the
Dang, bro, we're already at the 8 o'clock fucking like point, and he still hasn't figured it out, man.
It's gonna drive me fucking nuts. It's gonna drive me absolutely up the fucking wall.
All right, bro. How about you make a tweet later on about this exact thing?
No one's watching this. They're not gonna know what the tweet's about.
No, well, like what I'm getting at is like when they eventually watch it and you fucking eventually like figure it out.
Okay.
Be like, oh, blank was the word.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
So what, we
see you
we
guys
end the stream then?
next Chillcast.
Bye. Did you end it yet?
No, I haven't ended it yet. No.
Fuck.
That's pretty good.
It's still going.
That's pretty good.
Okay, it's done.
That's pretty good.